Good morning, you guys. Um, I want to make sure that you guys can understand me today because I have been having a couple of issues with um, buffering and with my videos not being very clear in class. So, this is just your class instructions for today. You still need to show up in the Google Meet today. You still need to be there for attendance, and I'm still going to be there to answer your questions. I just wanted to make this video for you so that you could understand very clearly what you're going to actually be working on today. Now, to recap, this entire week has been about sources. It's been about developing our sources and collecting sources so that we always have a group of people that we can turn to if we need help on an assignment, if we need a quote, if we need a picture, if we need information. We have these people that we can go to ask for help. That's what your sources are for. And that's why I'm asking you to collect contact information for these sources. Now, Monday, I asked you to find an adult source. This should have been a coach or a sponsor, a teacher, an adult who was in charge of the organization or activity that is a part of your beat. Um, that adult source is great for information. They should know when the games are, when the fundraisers are, what activities are going on. They should have that information for you. But I also asked you yesterday to gather three primary sources. Your primary sources are student leaders. They're people who are great for quotes, who I actually prefer for quotes because we want to hear what students are thinking, and student leaders are a great voice for their organizations. It shouldn't be too hard to find three student leaders because they should be the officers, they should be the captains. Some of you guys struggled a little with the captains because some sports have not picked captains yet, and maybe some of the captains from last year graduated. Well, that's what JV and freshman teams were for. Though they had leaders in their organizations too, so you guys can go to them for right now and choose them. This is fluid, you guys. You can change your sources later. If your sources aren't working out and you need to go back and find new sources, you can. This is just kind of a bank of information for you guys, so you can always have someone to go to. Some of you struggled a lot with your interview, and that was only one person that you had to interview. And you struggled getting those people to answer your questions and getting those people to meet up with you online for interviews. Well, if we had seven people who were at our disposal, seven people who we have their phone number, their email address, their social media contact. If we had that information for seven people in your organization, then one person ignoring you wouldn't be so much of a problem because you can just go down the line to the next person. So that's why this is so important, you guys, making sure you always have someone that you can turn to, that you can talk to. These are resources. Today, we're moving on to secondary sources, okay? Your primary sources were your student leaders. Your secondary sources are going to be your student participants. These are going to be your regular, degular club members and team players, okay? And they are excellent communicators as well, but you need to find three that you trust, who you have a relationship with, or who you feel like you can build a relationship with so that you can contact them if you need help on a story. These are the people that you take class with. These are the people that you already hang out with, that you already talk to, who are already connected with you on social media. Those are going to be the best people to use as your secondary sources because you already have contact with them. Okay? So, just to recap, today you are going to be finishing up gathering your sources. You should have, by the end of this week, seven sources. You should have an adult source, three primary sources, and three secondary sources. Okay? So, what I need you guys to do is get that done. Let me know if you have questions. I will be in the Google Meet if you have questions. If you need a little help, little direction, I'll be there. But just in case my video and audio is acting crazy, I wanted to make this video to give you guys some clear instructions on what needs to be done today. Please remember, if you are missing grades, if you've done work and I haven't put the grades in for it, you still have a zero for it, make a list. I'm going to try to get all of your grades updated by this weekend, by Saturday. So if on Friday you're noticing that your zeros are still zeros, go ahead and send me another list. It's best if you send one list with all the assignments instead of every time you finish an assignment sending me email saying, Miss, I'm done, Miss, I'm done, Miss, I'm done. finish all your work, because some of you are very behind, and then send me a list saying, Miss, I finished these 5 assignments, or I finished these 3 assignments. Can you update my grade? That would be very helpful to me, you guys, and helpful to you by extension. So I'll see you guys in class.